Good morning. Today video we will discuss about the solar radiation systems and angle. First of all, we know that the sun energy comes on the surface of the earth, so the energy is absorbed by the solar plate collector and photovoltaic cell. So in this video we discuss about that how the different angles where the sun rays comes. This is the elements of solar energy module, that the different modules of the solar energy. One is the flat plate collector, photovoltaic cell. These are the components of the solar energy. Focusing collector, energy storage, that is to be distributed in solar thermal power generation, solar heating and cooling, डायरेक्ट इलेक्ट्रिकल पावर जनरेशन. तो सबसे पहले सोलर एनर्जी का जो प्रिंसिपल है वो सन की रेज जो आई वो कलेक्ट कहाँ हुई, प्लेट कलेक्टर में हुई कलेक्ट, फोटोवोल्टिक सेल में गई, वहाँ से एनर्जी स्टोर हुई, फिर सोलर कंपोनेंट से फोकसिंग कलेक्टर पे गई और फिर फोकसिंग कलेक्टर, एनर्जी स्टोरेज, ये सारे के सारे जो सोलर थर्मल पावर जनरेशन में, फिर सोलर एनर्जी जो है वो सोलर हीटिंग एंड कूलिंग के काम में आई, एंड देन डायरेक्ट इलेक्ट्रिकल पावर जनरेशन. Solar radiation, extrasolar radiation, solar radiation at earth surface, geographical location and weather condition, direct diffuse reflected radiation, optical properties for material, solar radiations. So these are the elements of solar energy module, the terms basically use. The topics in the video today we discuss about the solar energy and its application, major characteristics of sun and earth, solar radiation, solar and wall angles, estimation, solar irradiation of a surface, optical properties of surface, solar collector and solar thermal system. Now solar energy and its application. Solar radiation is potential energy source for power generation through use of solar collector and photovoltaic cell. Solar energy can be used as thermal energy source for solar heating, air conditioning and cooling system. Solar radiation has important effect on both the heat gain and heat loss of a building. So these are the mainly solar energy applications, that the potential energy is used for the power generation, of solar collector and photovoltaic cell. तो जो एनर्जी हमें मिलती है सोलर से वो हम फोटोवोल्टिक सेल और सोलर कलेक्टर के थ्रू कलेक्ट करते हैं. अब इस एनर्जी का यूज़ हम कहाँ करते हैं, सोलर हीटिंग में करते हैं, एयर कंडीशनिंग सिस्टम में करते हैं एंड कूलिंग सिस्टम में करते हैं. नाउ सोलर रेडिएशन. Intensity of the solar radiation incident on a surface is important in the design of solar collector, photovoltaic cell, solar heating and cooling system and thermal management of the building. Solar radiation surface पे किस एंगल से आ रही है ये हमारा इम्पॉर्टेंट डिज़ाइन कंसिडरेशन है फॉर द डिज़ाइनिंग ऑफ सोलर कलेक्टर, फोटोवोल्टिक सेल, सोलर हीटिंग एंड कूलिंग सिस्टम एज वेल एंड थर्मल मैनेजमेंट ऑफ बिल्डिंग. This effect depends on both the location of the sun in the sky and the cleanness of the atmosphere as well as on the nature and orientation of the building. We need to know characteristics of sun energy outside the Earth's atmosphere, its intensity and its spectral distribution. The variation with sun's location in the sky during the day and with seasons for various location on the Earth surface. Now solar radiation. The sun's structure and characteristics determine the nature of energy it radiates into space. Energy is released due to continuous fusion reaction with interior at a temperature of the order of million degrees. Radiation is based on sun outer surface temperature of 5777 Kelvin. Solar geometry. Photosphere, chromosphere and कोरोना सोलर ज्योमेट्री. फर्स्ट सेल, सेकंड सेल, ऑर्बिटरी सेल बोलते हैं, थर्ड सेल. सोलर ज्योमेट्री. द सन मेजर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ए स्फीयर ऑफ हॉट गैसेज मैटर, डायमीटर, शार्प सर्कुलर बाउंड्री, रोटेट अबाउट इट्स एक्सिस, not as a rigid body, takes 27 Earth days at its equator and 30 days at polar regions. The Sun has an effective black body temperature of 5777 Kelvin. It's the temperature of a black body radiation, the same amount of energy as done the Sun. The mean Earth Sun distance, that is sharp circular boundary. Now the structure of Sun. Central region 1, energy is generated due to the fusion reaction of gases transform hydrogen and helium. 90% of energy is generated with the core range of 0 to 0.23 R, and the temperature is the central region is in million degrees. The temperature drops to 130,000 Kelvin within range of 0.7 R. Convection region, that is 0.7 R to R, where convection process involves, the temperature drops to 5000 Kelvin. The photosphere, upper layer of the convective zone, composed of strongly ionized gases, essentially adequate, able to absorb and emit continuous spectrum of radiation, source of the most solar radiation. Chromosphere, that is 10,000 kilometer, further outer gaseous layer with temperature somewhat higher than the photosphere. Corona, still further outer layer, extremely of Sun, consists of rarefied gases, temperature as high at this Kelvin. Now the thermal radiation. Thermal radiation is the intermediate portion, 0.1 to 100 micrometer of the electromagnetic radiation emitted by a substance as a result of its temperature. Now the thermal radiation heat transfer involves transmission and exchange of electromagnetic waves or photon partially as a result of the temperature difference. So the how the sun rays comes, that the thermal radiation is the intermediate portion, 0.1 to 100 micrometer of the electromagnetic radiation emitted by a substance. The thermal radiation heat transfer involves transmission and exchange of electromagnetic waves. Now the Planck spectral distribution of black body emissive power, that the thermal radiation emitted by a black substance covers a range of wavelength lambda, refers as a spectral distribution. So this is E lambda B is equal to C1 upon lambda raised to the power 5 E C2 upon lambda T minus 1, and H is the Planck constant whose value is 6.22 into 10 to the power minus 24, and K is the Boltzmann constant whose value is 1.38 into 10 raised to the power minus 23. Now solar intensity distribution. Spectral distribution shows the variation of the solar radiation over the bandwidth as shown in the figure. Now black body emissive power. The total black body emissive power is obtained by integrating the spectral emissive power over the entire range of wavelength and derived as EB0 tends to infinite E lambda B, and where E lambda value we integrate this, where EB is equal to sigma T raised to the power 4, where sigma is the Stephen Boltzmann constant. Real body emissive power. Spectral emissive power E lambda is equal to epsilon lambda into EB lambda, where epsilon lambda is equal to E lambda upon EB lambda. Spectral hemispherical emissivity, the total emissive power E is equal to epsilon E into B, and epsilon is equal to E upon EB upon emissive factor, where E is equal to epsilon sigma T raised to the power 4. Extraterrestrial radiation, solar radiation that would be received in the absence of Earth atmosphere. Extraterrestrial solar radiation exhibit a spectral distribution over a range wavelength 0.1 to 2.5 micrometer, includes ultraviolet, visible and infrared. The solar constant is equal to solar radiation intensity upon a surface normal to sun ray and at outer atmosphere when the earth is at its mean distance from the sun. Variation of extra terrestrial radiation. Solar radiation varies the day of the year as the sun earth distance varies as imperial fit of the measured radiation. This is the formula: GD is equal to GSC in bracket 1 plus 0.033 cos 360 n upon 365, where n is the number of days. The earth, the diameter is around 900 miles, rotates about its axis 1 in 24 hours, revolve around sun in period of 365 plus 1 by 4 days, density 5.52 times that of H2O, central core 1600 miles diameter, more rigid than steel, then mantle from 70% of Earth's mass, outer crust from 1% of total mass. Direct radiation on Earth's surface. The sun, when comes on the surface, that direct radiation diffused and reflected. So normal to the surface, that the total radiation GT is equal to GD plus G small d plus GR, where these are the diffused sun rays, डायरेक्ट सन रेज एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड सन रेज. तो कितना एब्जॉर्ब कर रही है प्लेट उस सन रेज को हम टोटल जो रेडिएशन ऑफ द सरफेस है उसको कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे. नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस से सन रेज किस एंगल पे आ रही है उसको हम थीटा बोलते हैं. सो जी डी थीटा इज इक्वल टू जी डी एन कॉस theta. Orientation of a surface on earth with respect to sun or normal rays to sun rays can be determined in terms basic earth sun angle. Now this is the geometry comes for the calculation of the solar radiation. So first of all, the sun rays at comes from at an angle, the plane of orbit, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn and arc circle. The position of a point P on Earth's surface with respect to sun rays is known at any instant of following angles are known: latitude I, hour angle H and sun declination angle D. Time. The Earth is divided into 360 degree of circular arc by longitudinal lines passing through poles. The zero longitudinal lines passes through Greenwich, England. Since the Earth takes 24 hours to complete rotation, 1 hour is equal to 15 degree of longitude. What is means? A point on Earth's surface exactly 15 degree west of another point will see the sun in exactly the same position after 1 hour. Local civil time. Universal time are Greenwich civil time GST, GCT. Greenwich civil time are universal time, time along zero longitudinal line passing through Greenwich, England. Time start from midnight at the Greenwich. Local civil time LCT determine the longitudinal of the observer, difference being 4 minutes of time for each degree or 1 hour for 15 degree. Example, what is the LCT at 75 degree west longitudinal corresponding to 12 noon at GCT? So 75 degree corresponding to 75 degree upon 15 degree, because this is the local civil time. So this is the 5 hour. LCT at 75 degree west longitudinal 12 pm to 5 hours, that is 7 am. Standard time. Local civil time for a selected meridian near the center of the zone. Clocks are usually set for the same time throughout a time zone covering approximately 15 degree of longitude. Example for USA, different standard time is set over different time zone based on the meridian of the zone. Following is a list of meridian line: EST 75 degree, CST 90 degree, MST 105 degree, and PST 120 degree. Also there is a daylight saving time. Now this is the calculation. Time measured by apparent daily motion of the sun. Local solar time LST is equal to LCT plus equation of time E. Equation of time takes into account of non-symmetry of the earthly orbit, irregularity of earthly rotational speed, and other factors. So we put all these value and now going to be solved. While we calculate that E is equal to this and we put all these value, B is equal to n minus 1 360 upon 365. Equation of time and sun declination angle. So these are the different declination angle we put here from January to December. December equator of time, December equator of time, and equation of equator of time, the value is given in a table. These are the declination angle measurement. Now local time standard, local standard time LST. Determine the local solar time LST corresponding to 11 am CDST on February 8 in USA at 95 degree west longitude. सन की रेज किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम में किस एंगल से हमें मिली, इस चीज़ को हमें कैलकुलेट करना है. तो उसके लिए एक फार्मूला जनरेट किया है. CST सेंट्रल स्टैंडर्ड टाइम CDST -1 hour is equal to 11 minus 1, that is equal to 10 am. This time is for 90 degree west longitudinal line, the meridian of the central time zone. Local civil time LCT at 95 degree west longitudinal is 5 into 4, 20 minutes less advance. LCT is equal to CST minus 20 minutes, that is equal to 10 am minus 20 minutes, and that is equal to 9.4 am. LST is equal to LCT plus equation of time from table for February 8th, the equation of time minus 14.14. So LST is equal to 940 minus 14.14, that comes is equal to 9:26 am. Solar and wall angles. Following solar and wall angles are needed for solar radiation calculation when latitude angle is I, sun zenith angle is phi, altitude angle is beta, azimuth angle is gamma or phi, sun incident angle theta, wall solar azimuth angle gamma, and wall azimuth angle psi. So in the figure that we put the different angles by which we collect the sun rays on the earth surface. The center of the earth point of earth surface may be on south hemisphere, and these are the angles which we calculate the different formula and to calculate the different values of the solar radiations. The latitude is defined as the angular distance of the point P north or south of the equator, where I is equal to angle between the line OP and projection on the equator plane. Declination D, angle between a line extended from the center of the sun to the center of the earth and the projection of this line upon the earth on the equatorial plane. In the figure we can see that the center line of the earth and the projection of the line upon the earth equator line, that is called as the declination d. It is the angular distance of the sun rays north of the equator. In the figure shows that the sun angle of the declination d is equal to minus 23.5 degree. According to the above figure, we have discussed at the different value of the declination and the different positions C at winter solstice, i.e. the sun rays would be 23.5 degrees south of the earth's equator, where d is equal to plus 23.5 degree at summer solstice. Sun rays would be 23.5 north of the earth equator, d is equal to 0 at the equinox. d is equal to फॉर्मूला जो है वो डिक्लिनेशन एंगल का 23.45 साइन 360 284 plus n upon 365. Now our angle is defined as the angle measured in the earth's equatorial plane between the projection of OP and the projection of a line from the center of the sun to the center of the earth. At the solar noon, the hour angle is 0, morning negative and afternoon positive. The hour angle expresses the time of the day with respect to the solar noon. 1 hour time is represented by 360 upon 24 or 15 degree of hour angle. The solar angle. Now, psi is the zenith angle and beta is the altitude angle. In the zenith angle between sun rays and a line perpendicular to the horizontal plane at P. In the figure, we can say that the sun rays comes and x-axis and y-axis, beta is equal to altitude angle in vertical plane between the sun's rays and projection of the sun rays on a horizontal plane. It follows beta plus psi is equal to pi by 2. Gamma is equal to azimuth angle and angle measured from north to the horizontal projection of the sun rays. Psi is equal to azimuth angle, that is equal to angle measured from south to the horizontal projection of the sun. That value is equal to gamma plus psi is equal to 180 degree. Now in the figure we can say that the different values from south to north, that the perpendicular and the sun incident angle rays, that the angle formed is called as the zenith angle, and beta is the angle in between the horizontal axis from the sun radiation to the outer line surface, that is called as the altitude angle. Now the solar angle. From analytical geometry, sun's azimuth gamma is given by sun zenith angle cos gamma is equal to sec है तो हम इसको 1 upon cos भी लिख सकते हैं, sec बीटा cos I sin d minus cos d sin I cos h. Sun zenith angle cos psi is equal to cos I cos hyperbolic function h cos d plus sin I sin d, or where also beta is equal to pi by 2 minus psi. Cos psi is equal to sin beta sin I minus sin d upon cos beta cos I. Sun altitude angle sin beta is equal to cos I cos h cos d plus sin I sin d. Titled tilted surface. Gamma is equal to wall solar azimuth angle is equal to, for a vertical surface, the angle measured in horizontal plane between the projection of the sun rays on that plate and a normal to the vertical surface. Gamma is equal to psi plus minus psi phi. Alpha is equal to angle of tilt normal to surface and normal to horizontal surface, where psi is the solar azimuth angle and phi is equal to, that is equal to angle between normal to vertical surface of the south. Angle of incident theta. Angle of incidence is the angle between the sun rays and normal to the surface. Cos theta is equal to cos beta cos gamma sin alpha plus sin beta cos alpha. For vertical surface, cos theta is equal to cos beta cos gamma, where alpha is equal to 90 degree. For horizontal surface, cos theta is equal to sin beta and alpha is equal to 0 degree. Now solar radiation intensity at Earth's surface. The solar incident on a surface at Earth has three different components. One is the direct radiation, second is the diffusion radiation, and third one is the reflected radiation. In the direct radiation, the solar radiation received from the sun without having been scattered by the atmosphere. In the diffusion radiation, the radiation received and emitted in all direction by the earth atmosphere, and in the reflected radiation reflected by surrounding surfaces. This is the total incident radiation, that from the sun, the direct radiation, diffuse radiation, reflected radiation, and in the normal to surface, and incident radiation that comes at an angle theta, and this value is gt is equal to gnd cos theta plus gd plus gr. ASHRAE clear sky model. Normal direct radiation G and D, the value of solar radiation at the surface of the earth on a clear day is given by the empirical formula G and D is equal to A upon exponent B upon sine beta is equal to normal direct radiation, where A is equal to apparent solar radiation irradiation at air mass equal to 0 watt per meter square, B is equal to atmospheric extinction coefficient beta is equal to solar altitude. Above equation do not give maximum value of G and D that can occur in any given month, but the representation of the condition on average cloudiness day. Constants A, B, C for estimation of the normal direct and diffuse radiation. So these are the value for the different values G theta, January, February, March, अप्रैल, मई, जून, जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर, नवंबर. तो ये जो हैं वो डिफरेंट टाइम्स में इक्वेशन ऑफ टाइम्स, डिक्लिनेशन, एंगल एंड डायमेंशंस रेशियो, ये इस तरीके से ये वैल्यूज जो हैं वो आपकी दिया हुआ है. नाउ मॉडिफाइड इक्वेशन G एंड D, हम इसको मॉडिफाई करेंगे. G एंड D इज इक्वल टू A अपॉन एक्सपोनेंट ऑफ B साइन बीटा इंटू CN, वेयर CN इज द क्लियरनेस फैक्टर इज इक्वल टू मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर फॉर नॉन इंडस्ट्रियल लोकेशन इन USA. GD इज इक्वल टू G एंड D upon G and D cos theta, direct radiation on the surface of the arbitrary orientation, and theta is equal to angle of incident of sun rays to the surface. Now clearness factor, the atmosphere when the clearness factor Cn is shown according to this way when the intensity of the sun rays will be more. Diffuse radiation GD, diffuse radiation on a horizontal surface is equal, GD is equal to C G in N D, where C is equal to ratio of diffuse to normal radiations on a horizontal surface is equal to assumed to be constant for an average clear day for a particular month. Diffuse radiation on non-horizontal surface G D theta is equal to C G N D FWS, where FWS is equal to the hello जी आज के क्लास में तो ठीक है, हम क्या कहते हैं, अब तो सेशनल होगा तो तो ठीक है, तो अभी तो 2 दिन में सेशनल है, उनसे कहिए कि बैठ के तैयारी करें 2 दिन, और उसके बाद सेशनल के बाद हम अलग करते हैं। ठीक है, ठीक। C is equal to ratio of diffuse to normal radiation on a horizontal surface is equal to assumed to be constant for an average clear day for a particular month. Diffuse radiation on non-horizontal surface G d theta is equal to C into G and D FWS, where FWS is equal to the configuration factor between the wall and the sky. FWS is equal to 1 plus cos epsilon upon 2, where epsilon is equal to tilt angle of the wall from horizontal, that is equal to 90 minus alpha. Reflected radiation GR. Reflection of solar radiation from ground to a tilt surface or vertical wall. GR is equal to GTH rho G FWG, where GTH is equal to the ratio of total radiation direct plus diffuse on horizontal or ground in front of the wall. Rho G is equal to reflectance of ground or horizontal surface. FWG, that is equal to angles or configuration factor from wall to ground. FWG, that is equal to 1 minus cos epsilon upon 2, where epsilon is equal to wall at tilt angle epsilon to the horizontal. Now example, estimation of solar radiation that calculate the clear day direct, diffuse and total solar radiation on horizontal surface at 36 degree north latitude and 84 degree west longitude on 1st June at 12 noon CST. The local solar time, that is equal to LCT plus equator of time LCT is equal to LCT plus 19 minus 84 upon 15 to 60. While we calculate, then LST is to be calculated while putting all the value into the formulas. So our angle, declination angle, all this term that is to be calculated for estimation of the solar radiation. So first of all, we have to remember or learn that the formulas of all the LCT, our angle and the declination angle formula, and we can calculate the solar radiation at different 36 degree or 84 degree or particular at a time or at particular day. Now sun altitude angle, sin beta is equal to cos I cos D cos H plus sin I sin D sin. Put all these value, then we calculate the sun altitude angle. Sin beta is equal to 0.965. Incident angle for a horizontal surface, that is equal to cos theta, and then this is equal to the sin beta 0.6965. Direct normal radiation G and D, that is equal to A upon expansion of B upon sin beta, that is equal to 345 upon exponent 0.205 upon 0.965. We put all these value and then we can solve. G and D is equal to 0.279 BTU upon hour feet square. The direct radiation GD is equal to G and D cos theta, that is equal to 279 into 0.965. The diffuse radiation GD is equal to C into G and D, 37.4 BTU upon hour FT square. Total irradiation G is equal to GD plus small gd, that is equal to 300 BTU per hour feet square. Solar radiation material interaction GT is equal to GRE plus GTR plus GAB, where GRE is equal to reflected radiation, GAB is equal to absorbed radiation, and GTR is equal to transmitted radiation. Rho plus tau plus alpha is equal to 1, and that GT plus GR plus GA or GA, that is equal to GT, and that reflectivity, observability and transmittivity, that value is equal to 1. Now material optical properties, reflectivity GRE upon G, that rho is equal to this transmissivity GTR upon G, and absorptivity GTR upon G, where emissivity is equal to energy emitted by the real body and the energy emitted by a black body. So it is the ratio emissivity epsilon upon epsilon B. The Kirchhoff law in equilibrium, epsilon is equal to alpha, and in general rho is equal to rho lambda comma theta, and alpha is equal to alpha lambda theta. Lambda is equal to wavelength and theta is equal to angle of incident. Solar radiation, material interaction. Opaque surface, tau is equal to 0, rho is equal to 1 minus alpha. So for opaque surface tau की वैल्यू जो है वो 1 होगी एंड रो की वैल्यू 1 minus tau minus alpha. Energy absorbed GAB is equal to alpha G. Energy transmitted GTR upon tau G. Solar Hurt gain. Solar Hurt gain through a transparent glass cover, QSG A, tau GT plus NF alpha GT. Solar heat gain through a glass window, QSG is equal to A, tau GT plus NF alpha GT SC. Solar heat gain opaque wall to this, where A is equal to surface area of glass, GT is equal to total solar radiation, NF is equal to fraction of absorber solar radiation that enters inward, SC is equal to shielding coefficient, and NFW fraction of absorbed solar radiation that enters inward. Use of solar energy. In the solar energy, it converts solar radiation in thermal heat energy, active solar heating, passive solar heating, and solar thermal engines. Solar photovoltaics converts solar radiation direct into electricity. Now, solar thermal energy system. The basic purpose of a solar thermal energy system is to collect solar radiation and convert into useful thermal energy. सोलर थर्मल एनर्जी को हम कलेक्ट करके सोलर रेडिएशन के हेल्प से यूजिंग थर्मल एनर्जी. द सिस्टम परफॉर्म डिपेंड्स अपॉन सेवरल फैक्टर including availability of the solar energy, the ambient air temperature, the characteristic of the energy requirement, and especially the thermal characteristic of solar system itself. Now, classification of the solar system. The solar collection system for heating and cooling are classified as passive or active. Active system consists of components which are to a large extent independent of the building design, often require an auxiliary energy source, pump or fan, for transporting the solar energy collected to its points of use. Active systems are more easily applied to existing building. Now, passive system. The passive system collects the distributed solar energy without the use of an auxiliary energy source, depend on building design and the thermal characteristic of the material used. Solar water heating system uses solar collector mounted on rooftop to gather solar radiation. Low temperature range up to 100 C. Applications involve domestic hot water or swimming pool. In the figure we can see that the collector collects the sun energy, then by the pump it goes where the cold water supply is to be there, and water is heated by the sun energy or thermal energy. Space heating system. In the space heating system, the sun rays comes on the solar collector, and then by the auxiliary unit, the auxiliary heater and thermal storage that the space is to be heated, a collector intercepts the sun energy. A part of the energy is lost as it absorbed by the cover glass or reflected back to the sky. Of the remainder absorbed by the collector, a small portion is lost by convection and re-radiation, but most is useful thermal energy, which is then transferred via pipes of ducts or to a storage mass or directly to the load as required. An energy storage is usually necessary since the need of energy may not coincide with the time when the solar energy is available. Thermal energy is distributed either directly after collection from storage to the point of use. The sequence of the operation is managed by automatic or manual system control. This is the schematic diagram of the solar cooling system. How the cooling phenomena occurs: that the hot radiations comes on the solar plate collector, that the turbine, the value of the turbine is to rotate, and the condenser where it condenses the steam rest, and then the turbine rotate the compressor, and compressor compress the condenser and evaporator. So this is the working of a solar cooling system, just like as an air refrigeration system. A solar driven irrigation pump. In a solar energy driven irrigation pump operating on a solar drive heat engine is to be analyzed and designated. Solar collector, the sun rays, the thermal heat temperature that is up to 150 degree centigrade, that heat goes on the turbine, and this heat, by the heating of 150 degree C, the high intensity of the heat that moves the turbine rotates, and this heat goes to the condenser where with the help pump we again circulate, and this is used to rotate the pump. So turbine is used to rotate the irrigation pump and we obtain the energy. Now solar collector. Several types are available: flat plate collector, glass, liquid base, air base, evacuated tube, concentrating, and parabolic type collector. Fixed versus tracking. A tracking collector are controlled to follow the sun throughout the day. A tracking system is rather complicated and generally only used for special high temperature application. Fixed collector are much simpler. Their position or orientation, however, may be adjusted on a seasonal basis. They remain fixed over a daytime. Fixed collector are less efficient than tracking collector. Nevertheless, they are generally preferred as they are less costly to buy and maintain. Now, flat plate and concentrating type collector. In the flat and concentrating type collector, concentrating collector uses mirror surface or lens to focus the collector solar energy on small areas to obtain high working temperature. Flat plate collector may be used for water heating and most space heating applications. High performance flat plate collector or concentrating type plate collector are generally used for cooling application, since higher temperature are needed to drive chiller or absorption type cooling units. Now flat plate collector. Incident solar radiation, outer glass cover, inner glass cover, insulation, fluid flow tubes, absorber plate. This is the flat plate collector. Used for moderate temperature up to 100 C. Use both direct and diffuse radiation. Normally do not need tracking of sun. Use water heating, building heating and air conditioning, industrial process heating. Advantage: mechanically simple, consist of an absorber plate, cover glass, insulation and housing. So this is the moderate temperature up to 100 degrees C. Direct and diffused normally do not need tracking of sun. Use water heating, building heating and air conditioning, industrial process heating. Advantage: mechanically simple, consist of an absorber plate, cover glass, insulation and housing. Characteristic of a flat plate collector: used for moderate temperature up to 100 C. Use both direct and diffuse radiation. Normally do not need tracking of sun. Use water heating, building heating and air conditioning, industrial process heating. Advantage: mechanically simple. Now flat plate solar collector. Incident solar radiation, outer glass cover, inner glass cover, insulation, fluid flow, absorber plate. Consist of an absorber, flat plate, cover glass, insulation and housing. The absorber plate is usually made of copper and coated to increase the absorption of solar radiation. The cover glass or glasses are used to reduce convection and radiation losses from the absorber. The insulation is used on the back edges of the absorber plate to reduce conduction heat losses. The housing hold the absorber with the insulation on the back and edges and the cover plates. The working fluid, that is water, ethylene glycol, air, etc., is circulated in a separate fashion through the absorber plate or carry the solar energy to its point of use. Collector performance. The temperature of the working fluid in a flat plate collector may range from 30 to 90 degrees C. Depending on the type of collector and the application, the amount of solar irradiation reaching the top of the outside glazing will depend on the location, orientation, and the tilt of the collector. Temperature of the absorber plate varies along the plate with peak at the mid section. Absorber heat diffuses along the length towards the tube with and transfer to the circulating fluid. Now collector performance. The incident radiation, that is denoted by GT, outer glass cover, inner glass cover, insulation, fluid flow tubes, absorber plate. This is the flat plate collector. The collector efficiency of a flat plate collector varies with design orientation, time of day, and the temperature of the working fluid. The amount of useful energy collected will also depend on the optical properties, transmissivity, reflectivity of cover glasses, the properties of the absorber plate, absorptivity and emissivity, and loss by conduction, convection, and radiation. Now the collector performance. An energy balance for the absorber plate is denoted by the formula QA is equal to AC I SO L tau C into tau C12 to tau C2 alpha minus U TFI upon TFI minus T infinite, where TFI is equal to temperature of the fluid at inlet to control. U is the overall heat transfer coefficient, empirically determined heat collection factor. Collector performance. Useful energy output of a collector Q is equal to AC GTP minus UC in the estimation and determination of the collector plate temperature, where GTP is equal to total absorbed incident radiation at absorber plate, UC is equal to overall heat transfer coefficient, represent total heat loss from the collector, TP is equal to temperature of the absorber plate, and TA is equal to temperature of ambient temperature. Heat removal factor. A more useful form is given in terms of fluid inlet temperature and a parameter called collector heat removal factor FR, which can be evaluated analytically from basic principle or measured experimentally. The heat removal factor is defined as FR is equal to QU upon AC in bracket GTP minus UC TP minus TA, where the heat removed by the circulating fluids through the tube is given as this formula. The effective transmittance absorbance product. In order to take into account of the multiple absorption transmission by the multiple layer of the glass covers and reduce loss of by the overall heat transfer coefficient, an effective transmittance absorption product is introduced and expressed as tau alpha E is equal to tau alpha plus 1 minus tau A sigma AI tau raised to the power I minus 1, and effective transmittance absorbance product can be approximated for collectors with ordinary glass. Collector efficiency eta C is equal to FR tau A alpha in bracket नीचे E minus UC in bracket TFI minus TA upon GT. Typical collector efficiency curves. As absorber temperature increase, the loss increase and the efficiency drop. At lower ambient temperature, the efficiency is low because of higher loss. As the solar irradiation on the cover plate increases, the efficiency increase because the loss from the collector is fairly constant for given absorber and ambient temperature and become a smaller fraction. A collector is characterized by the intercept and the slope. Example, flat plate solar collector efficiency. A1 by 3 flat plate double glass collector is available for a solar heating applications. The transmittance of each of two cover plate is 0.87 and the aluminum absorber plate has an absorptivity of alpha is equal to 0.9. Determine the collector efficiency. So this is a numerical for the flat plate solar collector efficiency. ISO 800 watt per meter square. The terms is given. We put the value into the efficiency formula and we calculate the flat plate collector solar efficiency. Now solar concentrating collector. Parabolic through lines focus type focuses the sun onto a pipe running down the center of through, can produce temperature up to 150 to 200 C, used to produce steam for producing electricity. Through can be pivoted to track the sun. Concentrating solar collector. Parabolic through lines focus type focusing the sun on a pipe running down the center of through, can produce temperature up to 150 to 200 degrees C, used to produce the electricity. Through can be provided to track the sun. Concentrating solar plate collector. Parabolic dish concentrated point focus type focuses the sun on the heat engine located at the center of the dish, can produce very high temperature 700 to 1000 C, used to produce vapor for producing electricity. Dish can be pivoted to track the sun. Okay, so in this video we discuss all about the solar radiation, the different types of the collector and the efficiency of the solar plate through the solar plate collector, incident and different angles for the solar radiation. Okay, thank you.